Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Really nice to see you all. Thank you for coming out. It's a beautiful day. It's nice and sunny and cool with a breeze. A perfect day for graduation, I think. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, and the students of the Oak Grove 8th grade. And welcome to this 8th grade Gateway Ceremony. I would like to start, as we do at Oak Grove, with just a moment of silence. Thank you. So students, this is an important time in your lives, and I congratulate you for earning your place on this stage. Our job has been to help you develop those skills you need to enter the next chapter of your education, high school. And it looks like you are ready. You look very ready and excited to move on. Now, I know you've had some help along the way, and so I would like to start by thanking your teachers, Ron, Deborah, Karen, Elena, Erin, Bo, Jake, and Mia, for all their dedication in guiding you to and through this Gateway ceremony. I would also like to thank you, the family members and friends who have supported you on this wonderful journey from childhood to young adulthood. In particular, your parents and guardians who chose to join with us in this journey by sending you to Oak Grove School. And finally, I would like to thank you, the students. We have so enjoyed your hard work, your hard play over the years, your moments of enthusiastic engagement and quiet reflection, and especially your talents, your incredible talents, intellectual, artistic, musical, and personal, which you have been so generous in sharing with us over the years. Thank you for modeling the arts of living and learning that are at the core of our mission. And I hope you will continue to embody them long into your future, wherever you go. Whether you are continuing on to high school with us or somewhere else, always remember, once a lizard, always a lizard. Please welcome to the podium Ron, Deborah, and Karen. Thank you.
Eighth grade is a special year. Students master essential skills for entering the world of high school. This year, students have grown not only academically, but in their ability to complete their task at hand, manage their time, navigate, and maneuver social relationships. Physically, they have changed before our eyes. Their voices lowered, makeup's adored faces, and the 8th grade is no longer a group of boys and girls, but a group of young men and women.
It is with great pride that we take this time to honor the students of 8th grade, the class of 2016 at Oak Grove School. They have accomplished great feats, amazing things, and above all, grown as people. From camping in El Capitan to braving the fierce weather of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, embracing the transition from childhood to adulthood in Matilahaw Canyon, these students have given us many reasons to be proud.
Throughout this school year, we have shared amazing experiences and built lasting relationships. It's been an honor to work alongside these students, to share in their learning and growth, and it is with huge pleasure that we introduce the first of the 8th graders of 2016 to share her thoughts. Natasha.
Natasha has many strengths, a dancer, a scholar, and a musician. And she's inspired her classmates throughout the year. She brings a valuable insight and maturity to the junior high learning environment. Her her strong work ethic and loyalty to friends have led to great success academically and socially. There is no doubt that her love for learning, family, and life will sustain her throughout her high school year.
I remember visiting Oak Grove School when I was in 3rd grade. We were moving from this huge city, Miami, Florida, to this tiny town called Ojai. My old school was enormous and had thousands of kids. I was shocked that Oak Grove only allowed 18 people per grade. I've loved Oak Grove ever since that day in 3rd grade. I told my mom that I wanted to go to the Lizard School, aka Oak Grove. Sadly, I was not able to go to Oak Grove that year. However, I am so privileged that for my 8th grade year, I got to go to this wonderful school. This year has been a roller coaster. We've had ups and downs, but we made it through in the end. Even though it has only been a year for me here, all the teachers and students welcomed me and made me feel like I've been a part of this school for much longer. Even though our class is breaking apart, I know that I can contact any one of you. I'm so excited to see what you guys accomplish in the future. I want to thank everyone for making my experience here something I will never forget. Thank you, Ron, for being so welcoming to me and being a really cool teacher who makes math and science fun. Thank you, Deborah, for teaching me about numerous things, being the best humanities teacher, and having the coziest loft. Thank you to my family for allowing me to go to this school and always supporting me. Thanks to all my classmates for not only being my friends, but like a second family. It would take all day to name each and every one of you, so here are just a few. Thank you, Sophie, for dealing with my craziness every day and making me laugh until my stomach hurts. You are like a sister to me, and I know that we will be friends forever. I'm so glad that we finally got to go to school together. Lyric, we have been through a lot of laughs and fun times together, and I will miss seeing you at school every day. You are one of the nicest people I know. I know you will do great at Foothill. Luna, we got so close this year, and I'm so lucky to have a friend as nice, selfless, and creative as you. You make me laugh every day. Again, thanks to everyone else in this class for this wonderfully quirky year. We have been at the beach together in the burning sun in El Cap, as well as the freezing cold snow in Wyoming. I'm looking forward to my high school experience at Nordhoff. However, I am sad that this year has to end. I have no doubt that everyone here will achieve greatness. You guys are the closest I've ever been with a class, and Oak Grove is the most beautiful school I've ever been to. Just look around and you can see the sun shining, the children playing, and so much more. I will miss it all tremendously. Thank you, Oak Grove, for teaching me the art of living and learning. I'm going to end my speech with a quote from Krishnamurti. The function of education is to help you from childhood, not to imitate anybody, but to be yourself all the time.
Lizzie has made huge gains since she joined Oak Grove School in 5th grade, and she has made a meaningful contribution to our entire junior high community. She is a diligent worker, a loyal friend, and a vibrant young lady. Her liveliness reminds us the value of laughter and enjoying each other's company. She balances this playfulness with a true dedication to the highest academic achievement, both in and out of school. With Lizzie's passion for learning, creative expression, and sense of fun, there will be no limit to her future achievements. Lizzie.
I have been at Oak Grove since 5th grade, which would be making this my 4th year here. I love everything about Oak Grove, but one thing that differentiates the school from the others are the people. Everybody from my 5th grade teacher, Deborah, to my 8th grade teacher, Ron, have shaped me into the person that I am today. They have made me feel comfortable and have helped me academically and socialize in more ways than I can imagine. I remember very little from my first day of school, but I do remember meeting Deborah for the first time. She was one of the nicest teachers and people that I ever talked to. She sat next to me and treated me as though I'd been a student in her class for years. That was the amazing thing about Oak Grove for me. The teachers were your friends in and out of the classroom, something I never experienced anywhere else. Throughout my years at Oak Grove, I have formed friendships that I hope to carry with me to high school and beyond. A really special part of Oak Grove for me has been the small classes and the opportunity to become comfortable and close with the people in them. We have had the chance to leave campus for a week and go camping together. These trips have been the time when I bond most with my class, like one of our most recent trips to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. On that trip, we spent hours together in the snow while Rosemary filmed us trying to fall on our skis. Then there was our LCAP trip at the beginning of the school year. That was the trip we got to bond with the 7th grade and form relationships with our other half of the junior high. Before I came to Oak Grove, I never imagined a teacher could be so friendly. I would like to thank all the teachers that I ever got the opportunity to work with. Deborah, Ron, Jim, Karen, and all the specialists, thank you for teaching me skills I never knew I had. Next year, I will not be continuing at Oak Grove and will be attending Foothill Tech High School with Carly and Lyric. Teachers and friends like the ones here are the reason leaving Oak Grove will be so difficult. I would like to thank my parents for finding me such an amazing school and giving me the opportunity to attend. I would like to thank Carol for driving me to and from school every day and making the whole car sing happy birthday to me. The 8th grade class for making my last year here so memorable and exciting every day. Deborah for being an amazing teacher and helping me prepare for my next few years of school. Ron for always teaching me how to simplify a math problem and always pushing me to improve. Jim for always making science interesting and being a great friend even after I left your class. And Bo for being the funniest part of my day and always putting me in a good mood. Lastly, Andrew, my brother, for making me laugh until I have to use an inhaler and being my best friend. All of these people have made a major impact on me and have helped me prepare for leaving and beginning high school. Thank you.
Jackson has developed and expressed noticeable talents throughout the decade at Oak Grove. As a well-rounded athlete, as a friend, and especially in the arts as a musician. Jackson has kept time to a different drum, one reserved and understated on the outside, but behind a drum kit, passionate, artfully skilled, and self-disciplined. With the beat of Jackson's heart alongside his friends, and the beauty of the Oak Grove environment deep inside him, there is no doubt that Jackson's extraordinary talents will continue to blossom throughout high school and beyond.
I have been at Oak Grove for about 12 years. The reason I've always come back is because of a few things. The teachers. They have been nice, caring, and respected my needs for our schoolwork. I've never really liked doing schoolwork, and the teachers have always made the work fun, and it's been a lot easier that way. The environment. When I see other schools, I see closed off, cramped buildings. Oak Grove is not that at all. The buildings are not cramped together and are surrounded by nature. I never knew how lucky I was to have that until I'm about to lose it. And lastly, the community. I really like how great the community is. It's like one giant family. Everyone's nice and there are no bullies. We also go on amazing camping trips. We're really lucky to have gone here. I want to thank Deborah for being a great 5th grade / 7th grade teacher. I want to thank Jim for showing me how awesome the early humans were. I want to thank Ron for coming in early for math help. And I want to thank Aaron for being a great music teacher. I also want to thank Mr. Clumpy for being a great PE teacher, and also Bo for being a great PE teacher. Thank you, and also thank you everyone in the Oak Grove community. And lastly, I want to thank my parents for sending me to this school for as long as they did. Like I said before, I'm really lucky to have gone to the school. And also, I'm also going to do a little drum solo. Intermission. You have to give tools.
Ina is a charismatic, talented young lady who is bright in the junior high experience. Her musical gifts have entertained and inspired all those around her. She loves to share her variety of experiences with the class and highlight her love for Taylor Swift. There is no doubt that she will approach her next class with a positive attitude and a love for learning.
I remember the day my dad came back from work with a big smile on his face, and he told my family that Oak Grove has offered me a spot in 6th grade. When I decided to leave Japan and study in Ojai, I was more afraid and horrified than excited. My first few months in Oak Grove, I was really quiet and introverted. But that was 3 years ago. Now I consider Ojai as my second home, more like my family. I think that studying in Ojai instead of Japan was the biggest and most important decision I've ever made. I chose to study in the U.S. because in Japan I couldn't learn things I'm really curious about. I felt like I was pressured to learn things I'm not interested in. But at Oak Grove, I learned how to be myself without being judged. Until I came here, I didn't know that school can be this enjoyable. So I want to thank all the teachers at Oak Grove School for inspiring me. Especially to Jim, Deborah, Ron, Bo, Christy, Erin, Mia, Jeanette, Karen, and Old McDonald and his siblings. You taught me that life is not a race. My teachers taught me to appreciate nature. Instead of sitting in classrooms, they let me go outside and explore. You made my Ojai experience memorable. You taught me to believe in myself. In Japan, there were 72 people in my grade. At Oak Grove, there are only 16 people in my grade. The thing I was worried about the most before I came to Oak Grove was meeting people and making friends. On my first day of school, I was really nervous because I didn't speak English well and I'm not the best at making friends. When I walked into my 6th grade classroom, I remember thinking how different the learning environment is compared to Japan. As soon as I got to my desk, a few people in my class came around me and started welcoming me. They were really kind and I knew that I belonged here. I want to thank my 8th grade classmates for being the best classmates I ever had. You guys made my last 3 years the best 3 years of my life. There was not a single day I didn't want to go to school. You guys made every day special. What I love my class is that everybody's different and rare, but when we are all together, we respect each other and we're like a huge family. You all will always be in my mind. To my friends, thank you for always being there for me. I don't know what I would do without you. To my Ojai family, I'm extremely lucky to have you in my life. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am or who I am right now. Rick, thank you for stretching me to do things I wouldn't do without you. Jules, thank you for making me smile every day. Some of my best memories have been with you. Joy, I can't find the perfect words to express how thankful I am. Without you, I wouldn't be giving a speech right now. You're the bravest and most loving person I've ever met. Also, thank you Inigo and Andres for teaching me what it's like to have brothers, and family friends for always supporting me. To my parents, thank you for loving me unconditionally. I'm usually not good at expressing my feelings, but I want to tell you that I love you more than you know. Mom, you taught me how to appreciate food and how being yourself is not scary. No matter how many times we argue and how many times I don't understand you, I still think that you're the greatest mom in the whole wide world. Dad, thank you for keeping up with my weirdness and craziness and believing in me. You're my hero. My sister Hikari, you're the best sister I can ever ask for, and thank you for inspiring me to be unique. Arigato. Writing this speech made me realize how blessed I am. These last 3 years, I discovered who my real self is. It's sad to see my class separate, but I'll never forget you, and you will always be by my side. I can't wait to see my 8th grade crew again all together. I've made a number of incredible memories at Oak Grove School, and I'm glad to say that I will be continuing to make more at Oak Grove School. Thank you.
Sophie sets high expectations for herself and is a motivated self-learner, paying attention to details and deadlines. Lover of the junior high loft and socializing, she enjoys being up to date with the latest and has her finger on the pulse of what's happening in junior high. Sophie sets a tone for academic excellence and is a caring friend and dedicated student. She will undoubtedly continue to flourish in her next pursuit.
Where do I even begin? I've been at Oak Grove for 8 years. Some may think 8 years is long, some may think it is short, but I think that it's not long enough. The most special thing about Oak Grove is the people. Everyone has a great care and respect for others that is unbreakable. Many of my classmates and I have been together for as long as I can remember. It's hard to let go. Especially this year, everyone has bonded together, whether it's from group projects, camping trips, or even bonding projects, thanks to Karen. I'm so grateful that I was able to spend most of my childhood before high school with my insane class. Oak Grove has taught me so much. I learned to respect others, care for others, be myself, find creativity, be by myself, reflect, and love learning. The environment that Oak Grove is unimaginable. It's like a family that you can always turn back on when you need help. I know that when I move on to high school, I won't hesitate to check on everyone and see how far they have come. It's almost like everyone is ready for a change, but also the fear of change is still present. It's the time when we all proceed on different paths and journeys that may cross again someday. I think that the camping trips hold some of our best memories. Since first grade, we have been camping together, cleaning our dishes, fetching water, hiking, and playing games. Those were the times that we all worked together and bonded. Our class is so tightly wound, and I don't think that will ever change. Maybe 8 years is a long time, and maybe it isn't. I think it's the mystery of what would happen if we all stayed together is what keeps me wondering. Sometimes I think that the big jump to high school away from my class is a bad thing, but I think that everyone will do great on their own adventure that's ahead of them. There are so many individuals I would like to thank, so I've decided to thank them all. Deborah, thank you for being an amazing humanities teacher and always making it fun. Ron, thank you for always being so kind, making the class a circus of laughter every time we have to help you spell, and of course coming in early to work on math. Karen, thank you for bonding our class together with all of your projects. Aaron, thank you for uncovering my passion for singing. Christy and Mia, thank you for both pushing me to think of creative ideas. Bo, thank you for sometimes agreeing to play prisoner and pushing me to participate. Luna, thank you for always being there for me no matter what and sticking by my side since kindergarten. Carly, I will never forget the constant glittery layers and matching outfits we used to wear, and thanks for being my singing buddy. Lyric, thank you so much for being there for me and for all the super weird memories we've made. Natasha, we've only known each other for 4 years, but I feel like I've known you my entire life. Thanks for being weird with me all the time. Veronica, I don't even know where to begin with this one. Thanks for being your quirky self and always giving me advice. Annabella, I'll always remember the weird fort games we used to play in 6th grade. Hina, thanks for only talking to me about American Girl dolls when we were younger. Lizzie, you will never have a locker above me again. Elias, thanks for being a great addition to our class and always making us laugh. Jackson, I'll always remember in 4th grade how Krista forced me to type your essay. Jimmy, thanks for being Google for us. Jane, thanks for always being someone to talk to during PE and being so nice. Rosemary, thanks for the rosemary face. Shale, thank you for singing with me and always being so kind and helpful. And last but not least, I would like to thank my parents for sending me to Oak Grove. I don't know how I could ever repay you. And overall, I would just like to thank each and every one of you for making these past 8 years the best they could have possibly been. I have to admit, without you guys, my life would be pretty boring. Instead of hating school every morning, I couldn't wait to come just to see all of you. Even if it was a bad day, everyone made it better with their constant jokes, laughter, and support. I cannot tell you enough of how eager I am to hear where you all end up. Thank you everyone for this amazing experience that I will never forget.
Shale. Shale exudes a love for life, a peaceful presence, extraordinary grace, and equanimity. As a naturally artistic individual with multidimensionality of a Renaissance goddess, her art and craft pour out of her in all disciplines. Shale's depths know no bounds. We've come to know and appreciate her ever willingness to embrace, to empathize, to laugh, and to cry over the ups and downs of teenage life. Indisputably, Shale has what it takes to face the challenges of high school. Her inimitable insight, profound sense of curiosity, and an open heart will serve all communities of learners that she joins.
When I first walked into the 6th grade classroom, a group of my soon-to-be classmates called the Welcoming Committee greeted me by shouting, "Welcome to Oak Grove School," with lots of laughter and hugs. This was my first memory at Oak Grove, and it was at that moment that I knew I wanted to go here. Up until 7th grade, I was homeschooled. Needless to say, when my mom first informed me that I would be attending Oak Grove School in the fall, I was both extremely excited and extremely nervous. I was excited to make new friends and have new experiences, but I was scared that the work would be too difficult or that I wouldn't fit in. A mixture of those two feelings stayed with me until the first day of school. As I walked along the dirt path lined with blooming flowers and lush grass, I could feel myself getting more and more shy by the second. I felt that way until my classmates welcomed me with open arms and great big smiles. Before my first day, I was scared that I would be different, and I was, but one of the many things that I love most about Oak Grove is that it embraces its uniqueness and thrives on the individuality of each and every student. There are countless more things that I love about Oak Grove. At what other school would you get to spend an entire week in the Moab Desert hiking until you reach ancient petroglyphs or rafting down the Colorado River? At what other school would you be able to cross-country ski through the Great Teton Mountains or see huge moose and herds of elk? These are the junior high experiences I'll remember the most, not only because they were unimaginably fun, but also because I got to spend them with the best of friends. I've made so many friendships in the past 2 years, all of which I hope will stay with me for a lifetime. They make the plainest moments unforgettable, so for my thank yous, I'd like to begin with all my friends. Thank you, Annabella, for always being by my side no matter what. Thank you, Rosemary, for giving great advice, and Jane for never leaving us with a dull moment. Thanks, Veronica, for not abandoning me when the mosquito hawks attacked, and for being a great friend. Thank you, Carly, for dancing at the spring concert with me, and for being so nice. Of course, my list goes on, but that would keep you here all day. I'd like to thank Ron, Deborah, and Karen for being the best teachers I could have possibly imagined. In just 2 years, I learned so many things that I'll never forget, and I'll be sad to say goodbye when I go, even though it's just across campus. Thank you, Mia, Erin, Bo, and Christy, for helping me grow both creatively and as a person. Thank you, Iracia, Snow, and Laura, for welcoming me into your home and making me a part of your family. And I couldn't be more excited for the upcoming addition to it. Thank you to all 7 of my siblings, as well as my niece Tara, whom I think of as a sister, for always being by my side and supporting me no matter what. Finally, I'd like to thank my parents. You're both absolutely inspirational people, and I know so much went into getting me into this amazing school. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it weren't for you both, and I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. Thank you.
Jimmy's quiet demeanor, strong mind, and natural leadership ability has enriched the junior high experience for all. Jimmy is a great listener. When he is needed, he is there, and he shines through with confidence and intensity, as he did during the junior high theater sharing. He is an incredible individual, and there is no doubt that he will approach his next quest with enthusiasm.
I have been going to Oak Grove for 5 years, starting in 4th grade. When I first came to Oak Grove, 5 other kids came from the school I was going to before, Monica Ross. Now, only Jane and I are still here. I will be going to Villanova Preparatory School next year. I still remember when I first visited Oak Grove and how different it was from Monica Ross and OVS, where I'd been going before. I was used to the collared shirts and strict rules of OVS. I may have been only here a short time, but I have many memories. I remember when Jim made a 5-gallon water jug shoot fire, and when he let us lay on a bed of nails. I remember Krista's almost daily hikes out to the Meadow Preserve. I remember our trip to Moab last year with several kids getting sick. This year, our trip to Wyoming and learning to cross-country ski and snowshoe. Thank you to all my classmates, past and present, for all the wonderful memories. I also want to thank Krista for helping me become a part of the Oak Grove School community when I came in 4th grade. I want to thank Jim for helping me discover the joys of science and discovery. Thank you, Deborah, for helping me with my writing. Thank you, Ron, for helping me with my math skills. Thank you, Mia and Christy, for teaching me to love art. Thank you, Aaron, for teaching me to play the piano, and for helping me with my understanding of the Spanish language. Thank you, Aaron, for making all the wonderful theater productions happen. Thank you, Bo, for all the wonderful times indeed. Thank you to my parents and my brother for helping me every step of the way.
Rosemary came to Oak Grove this year and has become an intricate part of our junior high. She has risen to be a true leader, a trustworthy, reliable friend, and a very deep thinker. Her insights and love of learning have enriched all classroom discussions. She possesses a vision for the future and is focused on the academic excellence needed to meet her goals. She's truly a standout individual who will impress everyone she meets. There is no doubt she will continue to have a positive influence on all those she encounters in her future endeavors.
Coming to Oak Grove was a very exciting and smooth transition, although I had been homeschooled my entire life, all the way up to 8th grade. When I first walked on the junior high deck area, I ended up in the 7th grade classroom by mistake. But I was later pointed in the right direction, the 8th grade classroom. Even on the first day, people in 8th and 7th grade were welcoming. I made friends who were, and are, extremely kind and helpful. The many different trips I went on with my classmates were new and exciting experiences. At the start of the year, we went on a week-long trip near El Capitan. I distinctly remember waiting in a long line as it slowly inched me to where I could finally take a shower. Then, the trip in Wyoming, where we went cross-country snow skiing and snowshoeing. Even though it was cold, when you were skiing, it could feel like the middle of summer because all the exercise made the layers of clothing become really hot. During the 8th grade rite of passage, we took on many challenges and helped everyone succeed. On that trip, I thought I had rubbed up against and had poison oak. But, as it turns out, what I thought was poison oak was just multiple spider and mosquito bites. I will miss the many qualities my classmates possessed, even though some of them were slightly weird but in a good way. They included, but were not limited to, suddenly dancing, talking nonstop about TV and comic book obsessions, you know who you are, knowing everything about singers, and making choreography for extremely unique dances all the time. The experiences and memories here are something that I hope I will never forget. Thank you, teachers, who supported me in many ways, having the patience to show me how to do things that I didn't quite understand. Many different teaching styles were very intriguing and often kept me captivating during the lessons. I will miss all the teachers here who have such great personalities and often make the entire class warm with laughter. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always being there for me and supporting me. You both always make me push myself so that I can become a better student and person. You have helped me in so many unimaginable ways. There is no possible way to ever repay you. Everything from Oak Grove has been exciting and new. And although I will not continue my education at Oak Grove next year, I hope through high school, college, and eventually a career, that I can continue my friendships formed here, even stronger than before.
Lyric has been a compassionate friend to her classmates, and she's demonstrated newfound strength in her understated demeanor. Lyric's solid, reliable, and creative contribution to her classmates this year have helped them to anchor together in mutual appreciation and respect. She has enriched the junior high community with her dedicated academic excellence and her willingness to go the extra effort with projects. It is indisputable that Lyric will add a dynamic force of wisdom, sensitivity, and insight to succeed in facing the next challenges of high school.
Surprised. Verb. To strike or occur to with a sudden feeling of wonder or astonishment. As though unexpectedness. That's the exact feeling I had 5 years ago when I drove up the long scenic road from Ventura to visit Oak Grove School. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Thankfully, it was a pleasant surprise. I remember sulking in the back seat because I didn't want to leave my school and my friends. I pulled up and I walked to the 3rd grade classroom. I heard laughter and excitement getting louder and louder as I came upon a door surrounded with wood. As I walked in, everyone looked up at me and I stared right back. I remember everyone being so welcoming instead of just taking one look at you and deciding who you are in their eyes. I immediately went over to Agron and Luna and set up dominoes, and soon enough, more kids joined in and we set up rows and rows of dominoes across the room. I remember going home that day saying I can't wait to come here next year. To me, Oak Grove School is a wonderful, creative, safe learning environment. Oak Grove has given me the opportunity to be myself and to meet new friends. At Oak Grove School, you don't just have friends, you have another family. Even if you haven't known the kids in your class for a long time, the school makes you do all these crazy bonding projects and go on numerous trips throughout the year, where you get to know your classmates even better and get to the point where they're the closest friends I'll probably ever have. Sometimes you might fight like siblings, but that's okay. Even though I'm scared for the future and going to a new school, I'm still excited. Thankfully, I'll have Carly and Lizzie on this adventure with me at Foothill. A few weeks ago, the 8th graders went on a backpacking trip to the Mattilhawk Canyons. On this trip, we tested our weaknesses and strengths, but we did it together. We went on a hike, and along the hike, we had multiple challenges. There was this rock that we all had to climb. At first, we all tried getting up ourselves, and some kids did, but then all of us started helping each other out by helping with footing and finding other ways of getting up. To some people, this isn't special, but to me, it's incredible because we did it together. I want to thank Oak Grove for giving me the chance to meet all these great people and for giving me the chance to be creative and expressive. I also want to thank Lizzie, Jackson, Rosemary, Elias, Jimmy, Hina, Annabella, Shayla, and Jane for always making me laugh and for being so kind. I want to thank Sophie, Luna, Carly, and Veronica. You guys were my first friends at Oak Grove. I remember the first day at Oak Grove School and Veronica was complaining about wearing a dress, and Carly was the biggest Katy Perry fan I've ever met. Sophie was the biggest fashionista, and I could see her being a math genius. When I met Luna, I was so fascinated about how adventurous and cool she was and still is. I'm thankful for all the friends I met in the past and the friends that came this year like Natasha. In the year that we've been together, we've gotten so close. I'm going to miss all of you guys so much, and I can't even fathom not seeing you guys every day. I want to thank all the teachers at Oak Grove that have let me explore every creative, academic, and athletic part of myself. Most of all, I want to thank my loving parents who have sacrificed so much for me to come here. And I'm so grateful for them because they have always been so supportive. Thank you, Mom, for putting up with my craziness and for loving me no matter how dramatic or stubborn I can be, but also being one of the closest people in my life. You really are Super Mom. Thank you, Dad, for giving me all these creative opportunities and for loving me unconditionally. Over the years, I have learned so much, not just academically, but I have explored the art of living and learning. I have learned things like how to be super caring towards others and how to appreciate everything in life, things that I might not have learned if I didn't come here. Thank you.
Carly is respectful, talented, and hardworking young lady who has raised the bar of academic expectations in the junior high. She takes her time on assignments, valuing high-quality, polished, finished products. She has been a valuable member and friend of the Oak Grove community since preschool, and we will miss her greatly. There is no doubt that Carly's incredible attention to detail will continue to aid her on her path to come.
Change. Everything changes. Seasons change,
change, years change, attitudes change, and people change. I've gone to the same school my whole life, Oak Grove School in Ojai, California. I live in Ventura, and I have been doing the same 30-minute drive to Oak Grove and back for 12 years. That's nearly 2,200 hours of driving. Change to me is a new, scary, different thing. At times it is exciting, and at times it is terrifying. One of the hardest decisions I have ever made in my life was to change schools and go to Foothill Technology High School in Ventura next year. The thought of a new school scares me. I can't imagine going to a school that does not have the oak trees and beauty that makes up Oak Grove. But starting in August, I will. I also cannot imagine going to a school 3 blocks away and walking to school every day, but in August I will. Change brings new things, and sometimes scary things, but I think it also brings good things. In my years at Oak Grove, I have grown as a student, a person, and a friend. I've learned a love for math and science, music, and art. Over my years at Oak Grove, I have developed a deep love for nature through the many camping trips that Oak Grove takes, working outside, and just walking through the trees between classes. I've seen many good friends leave Oak Grove over the years. However, the next year has always brought new kids, new friendships, and new memories. I am excited to see what a new school has in store for me. I will miss Oak Grove, the student-teacher relationships, the beautiful campus, the camping trips with my classmates, and the specialties classes. I will miss the trees and grass all around us. I will miss knowing everyone in the school by name. I will miss the amazing lunches that I ate sitting in the grass in the sunshine. And most of all, I will miss my friends. Some of you I've only known for a few years, and some of you I've known for my whole life, but all of you make me laugh and allow me to be me. Elias, Jackson, and Luna, you 3 have been in my life as long as I can remember, and we have so many memories together. I will miss not having you 3 in my class next year. Sophie, Natasha, Veronica, Jane, Rosemary, Annabella, Jimmy, Lyric, Cheryl, Lizzie, and Hina. You guys are all wonderful classmates and amazing friends. I hope we can stay in touch throughout high school and beyond. Lyric and Lizzie, I can't wait to make more amazing memories with you both at Foothill next year. Over my 12 years at Oak Grove, I've had many exceptional teachers, too many to single out. Each has given me an incredible amount of knowledge, and without you all, I would not be the person I am today. Thank you. Thank you, Oak Grove, for being an amazing place to learn and grow. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for everything you do for me every day. I am so grateful for both of you. You guys put up with me in all my many moods and inspire me to learn and grow. I love you. Chance, thank you for being the incredible little brother that you are. You inspire me to be more athletic and easygoing. You make me laugh every day. I love you. Even though my life will begin a new chapter next year with big changes, I know that Oak Grove will always be a part of me, and that I will never forget the many things I have learned here, about life, about nature, and about myself. In preschool at Oak Grove, one of my favorite things to do was swing across the monkey bars. Every video I watch of me trying to make my way across has at least one friend standing by, cheering me on, encouraging me, telling me not to give up, and most of all, believing in me. Oak Grove School was like that friend who encouraged me and helped me make it to the other side. The next change in my life, high school. Thank you.
Elias shares his satirical wit and intelligent, unique views of the world in a way only he could. His inquisitive mind and keen observations demonstrate that in learning, there is nothing wrong with questioning everything. He has been an asset to peers on our trips to Moab and Wyoming, as he has a true sense of adventure and brings outdoor skills to enhance his experiences. There is no doubt he will continue to bring his unique perspective and cleverness to his future accomplishments.
Hello, my name is Elias. I have lived in Ojai my whole life, and I've been going to Oak Grove for 12 years. I've been going to school with 3 other people my whole life, Luna, Jackson, and Carly. I have made so many memories with these amazing people, and it will be a change not going to school with them every day next year. I will not be going to Oak Grove next year. I will be attending Nordhoff High School. I don't have very many memories from when I was in preschool or kindergarten. But one of my favorite memories from kindergarten was when we made a hawk nest, which is really just a bunch of dust.
and dead plants in a pile on the ground. Oak Grove is a special place. There are so many opportunities for memories to be made. I have become an older and more mature person here at Oak Grove. One of the best things about Oak Grove is the camping trips. The camping trips makes it easy to create connections with classmates. They're also very fun. Some of my favorite camping trips were Montaña de Oro, Joshua Tree, and Moab, Utah, despite the fact that I spent a night in a hotel room with Ron and Andres. The trip to Utah was very fun and I loved it. I would like to thank all my teachers I've had here at Oak Grove, but that would take too long to say. I'll thank some of the teachers that stood out to me. Krista, thank you for being a great teacher. Jim, you are the best teacher I've ever had. You made science a very interesting subject to learn about, and you're also a great friend. You helped me become a better learner and a better person. Ron, the way you teach math makes it very fun and easy to understand. I am so glad to get to go to this amazing, beautiful school. To everyone who has helped me become who I am today, thank you.
Luna has expressed the full breadth and depth of her creative spirit throughout the decade of her elementary and junior high years at Oak Grove. Her wide range of interests, strong work ethic, flowering intellect, and blossoming intelligence make her a natural leader among her peers. She has shared a solid maturity and wisdom with the junior high society and has inspired others by her honesty and sensitivity. There's no doubt Luna will continue to respond with authenticity, integrity, and creativity to all the challenges of high school.
I want to share with you the impact Oak Grove has had on me over the past 11 years. It would be impossible to put Oak Grove into words. I could try to explain each grade. Mud pies, building a hawk nest, pen pals, first night away from my parents, thinking 7 minus 5 was hard, learning about and reenacting the Gold Rush, the Natural History Museum, daily journal, Lowen Pickles, pre-algebra, and then algebra, the United States government, tests, snow, and friendship. Yet that would greatly exceed the time that we were assigned. So I can't share with you how special Oak Grove is just in words, but you can see, hear, feel, smell, even taste for yourself. You can see the kindergartners making red pies. You can hear Mr. Clumpy, or whichever personality is at the moment, yelling. You can see the art room with the paint all over the kids, the paper, and the walls. You can taste the great lunch we have every day. You can hear the music coming from the pavilion. You can smell the oak trees, and you can see all the kids learning, laughing, and enjoying school. When we were backpacking 3 weeks ago in the Tillahaw Canyon, just the 8th grade, we spent about half an hour outside at night in the dark on a white granite rock with just a candle. We all had to find a spot alone to sit down. Just the candle, ourselves, our thoughts. While I was sitting down, my candle went out. I was really upset. It sounds kind of silly looking back, but when I was there, it was important. Then, one of my classmates crawled over, sensing that I was upset. They just handed me their candle. I relit mine and gave it back. Then I realized candles, the wind blows them, makes them go out. All you need is a match or a friend to relight them. That's how people are. They bend to the wind, and stick and swoop down. The people around them always help them stand back up. For me, the people that always help me stand back up are my friends, my family, and my teachers. Thank you, Deborah and Ron, and all my other teachers for supporting me and helping me grow throughout the years. Thank you, Carly, Elias, and Jackson. I can't believe I've known you for 11 years. You're like siblings and friends to me. Thank you, Jimmy, Lizzie, Rosemary. I've only known you for a few years, but it seems like a lifetime. Thank you, Veronica, for being your wacky and wonderful self. Thank you, Natasha, for being such a great friend for the past year. Thank you, Sophie, for being by my side for the past since kindergarten. Thank you, Lear. I can't imagine school or life without you. Annabella, Jane, Hina, Shea, I'm looking forward to the years to come with you. Thank you all for my class and my friends. I miss all of you. Thank you, Dad and Sarah, for always having my back and supporting me. Thank you, Sylvie, Coco, and Avi. I love you guys. Lastly, I'm going to thank my mom and grandma in Germany. Mama, danke. Du bist eins von den stärksten, tollsten lieben Leuten, die ich je getroffen habe oder treffen werde. Danke, dass du immer für mich da bist. Ich liebe dich. Oma, danke für all deinen Anruf und Liebe. Thank you, Oak Grove, and everyone in it for being like a second home for the past 11 years and for all the years to come. Thank you.
Jane has exhibited tremendous growth and maturity throughout junior high. She has a huge capacity for kindness, and her easygoing personality allows her to work well with others in team settings. She has definitely found her voice, and it has been a joy to hear it loud and clear this year. Jane is extremely respectful and responsible student, and she is ready for anything to come.
I first started at Oak Grove 5 years ago, and being at the school for so long is so hard for me to believe. I remember seeing the beautiful Oak Grove campus as I drove up the driveway. When I arrived at the fourth grade classroom, Krista, the fourth grade teacher, and all of my classmates welcomed me as part of the class, and instantly knew that it would turn out to be a great year. Being here at Oak Grove has left me with so many memories. I could write a long essay, but I know that I do not have that much time. Instead, I will just share some of the many memories I have made here at Oak Grove. Since fourth grade, I have been on countless camping trips, all of them turning out to be more fun than I could imagine. This year, the junior high got to go to Jackson Hole, Wyoming for a skiing trip. I remember feeling excited to see snowflakes fall from the sky, and for the first time in my life, learn how to ski. I remember falling off my skis multiple times, but in the end, it turned out to be a great trip. Another one of my favorite camping trips was going to the Sesame in 6th grade with science guy, Jim Bailey. I can still remember swinging off rope swings into freezing cold water and taking a creek walk at the end of the trip. It was also in 6th grade where I can still remember listening to a song about the Mesopotamians and learning so much about early humans. In 5th grade, I remember going to the Joshua Tree and being so excited to receive a little plastic badge at the end. It was also there in Joshua Tree where I celebrated my 11th birthday, and I could not have wished for a more wonderful place to turn 11. I remember all of the council circles in 5th grade, where we would sit in a circle and listen to our other classmates respond to a question. It was so peaceful. I'm happy to say that I will be continuing my Oak Grove journey next year, and I look forward to move over to the high school with a few of my wonderful classmates. Now I'd like to take some time to thank my parents for helping and supporting me, my sister Kate for being the best sister and bringing along all the homework when I was sick, and all the Oak Grove teachers for helping me learn and grow, and teaching me everything that I know today. Thank you, Erin, for helping me enjoy music, Christy and Mia for letting me express my creative side of art class, Ron for somehow making all the math lessons more enjoyable, Karen for creating a bonding experience with the 7th graders, Old MacDonald and its multiple personalities, Erin for teaching me theater arts, and Deborah for helping correct all my essays and being a great humanities teacher.
Veronica brings laughter, creativity, hard work, and good humor to class projects, trips, and wherever you may find her. Veronica's serious side goes hand in hand with the playful and joyful spirit, which have brought much needed ballast to the 8th grade journey. Veronica has brightened everyone's experience in junior high, teachers and students alike. Throughout her years at Oak Grove, she has demonstrated remarkable growth and autonomy, as well as a well-rounded scholar, independent thinker, and a natural leader among her peers. It is incontestable that Veronica will continue to flower and experience outstanding learning and success in high school.
Hello, my name is Veronica Palmer, and I've been here for the past incredible years. Wow, that's what I say to myself as I sit on the monkey bars in the kindergarten. It was the summer after 3rd grade, and I had been in Jeanette and Marcus'
summer camp for the past 2 weeks, and I loved every minute of it. But at that moment, I fell in love with the campus. I feel like everyone at Oak Grove has that one moment where you not only fall in love with Oak Grove, but Oak Grove almost becomes entwined with you. At that exact moment, with the golden light casting over the swaying brown grass, and honestly, I was imagining Totoro dancing over the darkening trees, I knew that I was going to go to Oak Grove. On the first day of school, I was furious. My mom had made me wear a dress, and my dad wore his hot pink and white sunglasses. That year, I not only met Krista, the best fourth grade teacher ever, but I also met a group of kids that were not only funny and pretty weird, but also cared about each other in a deep family-like way. This was my class. One of the things I love so much about Oak Grove is how no matter who leaves and who stays, every single kid who enters a class at Oak Grove at some point stays there their entire life. This group of kids sitting here today may be leaving tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that they are leaving the hearts of all their fellow classmates. For me, the teachers here won't be leaving my heart anytime soon either. To all the teachers I've ever had here at Oak Grove, thank you. Because of you, I've grown up to be a person that not only likes learning, but loves it. Krista, Jim, Deborah, and Ron, you all have touched me in a special way and have joined me in experiences I will never forget, from eating a glowing pickle to watching mesmerizing science documentaries. I would also like to thank Michael for cooking such amazing food every day and uncovering my love for baked ziti. I would also like to thank all the amazing specialists I've ever had here. I would like to thank my mom for being the nicest, sweetest, most caring, and spectacular person I've ever met and making the most amazing cornbread. I love you. Thank you, Dad, for being my best friend and for playing scales on piano over and over and over again while I try to do homework. I love you. I love you too. I love you so much, and I want to thank both of you for letting me go to such an amazing school. Thank you, the Del Negro and Bataya Man families, for being like my extended family and for coming here today. You don't know how much it means to me. I lost my spot. Wait. Thanks again to all the incredible teachers I've had. Shale for sharing my love for Pixar and Rascal Flatts. Jacinta for being my chauffeur when we should be in class. Luna for being my pet hippo in 5th grade. Lyric for being my spite partner. Sophie for doing my hair every day, and my class for putting up with my energy and sarcasm for 5 whole years. I'm going to miss you guys so much, and if I could bring each and every one of you to Nordhoff with me next year, I would do it in a heartbeat. I love you all more than words, and I'm so excited to see what we all become in the future. Thank you.
Last but not least, is that it? Yep. Okay. Annabella, your many artistic and athletic gifts have entertained and inspired all of us. Annabella loves to draw, write, create, dream, imagine, and we've loved her artful flair for artistic writing. She's the goddess of Frisbee moves and creating computer animation, and so much more. Annabella has brought newfound confidence and boldness, valuable insight, and welcome maturity to the junior high clan. It's irrefutable that Annabella's unique perspectives, blossoming intelligence will serve her well during high school.
Hello, my name is Annabella Nemo Page, and I have been here at Oak Grove since the 5th grade. Although I have greatly enjoyed this 8th grade year, I am extremely excited about summer break. As the break approaches, I cannot wait to venture into everything I love to do, such as swimming, lifeguard training, and my new interest, acting. My entire summer will be devoted to the things I love. Fun times with family, a few trips to Six Flags, and a yearly road trip to visit my aunt, uncle, and cousins up in Seattle. I thought maybe I should compare my journey here at Oak Grove School to a road trip of sorts. Venturing to another place, meeting people along the way, stopping off in new places, learning new things, seeking help from others, and eventually landing in an even greater place where everyone welcomes you. My past few years here at Oak Grove School have been quite the ride. I have met new friends, learned new things, and have grown from my experiences. Deborah was an amazing person to have as my first teacher here at Oak Grove for 5th grade. I remember wishing I would get to have Deborah as a teacher once again.
I'm glad to say I had Deborah for 2 more years after 5th grade. I have such great memories of Jim Bailey's 6th grade class. Jim was one of the many teachers who were very supportive of me. I have created more great memories in Ron and Deborah's classes. 7th and 8th grade were 2 years that were truly a turning point in life for me. All my teachers here have helped me so much, and I am ready for the transition into high school. I'm so happy to say that I won't be traveling a long distance to attend high school, just to the other side of campus. I know I will be saying farewell to a lot of classmates, but I'm really glad we got to grow together and share such wonderful memories. A lot of changes have happened for me this year when I found out what I wanted to do with my future outside of school. Oak Grove has been such a nurturing space for me these past few years. I'm looking forward to new experiences and meeting people here in the high school. The camping trips here at Oak Grove are just some of the experiences I will always remember. Joshua Tree was a wonderful trip. Bouldering, hiking, and just having fun. The junior high camping trips to Utah and Wyoming will be in my mind forever. Several trips to El Capitan were quite the experience as well. One strange memory that has stuck very clearly with me was one from 6th grade when we made ice cream with liquid nitrogen in Jim's class. Math lessons with Ron always seemed to be fun, even when the math was tricky. Thank you to my mother who has helped me get so far, and thank you to the rest of my supportive family. I don't know what I'd do without you. Another summer has gone and new experiences are coming my way. I will never forget all my incredible classmates and certain experience I have had with them. I will miss you all even though sometimes we didn't see eye to eye. We tried our best to make things work. I know this is all part of growing up, and I'm so glad to have such amazing support at home and here to help me on my journey. So after the road trip, you know you can't go back until next year. You know that you've had such amazing experiences that will help you on your next one. I'm looking forward to my next road trip. See you next year.
My name's Jennifer Thompson. I'm the director of the secondary school. And I always feel like it's such a tremendous honor to get to be the last person to speak at this podium. And I always think I'm going to say 2 sentences, and then I always sit here and I'm so impressed and so amazed by what our students have to say, how strong they are, how courageous they are, how diverse they are in their talents. So I always think it's just going to be like a quick thing, and then I always have to say this because you're so amazing. And I wish every one of you was staying on at the high school in Oak Grove, but I know some of you are leaving. I hope you'll always, always feel welcome to come back and visit, to stay in touch with us, to let us know how you're doing. For those of you that are continuing on in the high school, I do get to be the very first person to welcome you in. And with no further ado, can we give them a round of applause?